Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for your time and staying back in the webinar. I, Jenny Hu, as the Director of Strategic Investment of EPC Blockchain, will be here sharing what is Blockchain Energy Saving Consortium, in short, BESC. As we all know, COVID-19 and climate change are the two destructors that will not categorize and that would not discriminate race, gender, and it will affect everyone on the earth. Likewise, many countries, Malaysia has pledged to have 45% reduction in its greenhouse emission by 2030 and cut 32 million tons of carbon emissions in accordance with the Paris Agreements. Where does the carbon emissions come out? And most of it, 25%, is from electricity and the heat productions here. However, in order to get the low carbon city framework, Malaysia, that is powered by Green Tech Malaysia, which is currently known as Malaysia Green Technology and Climate Change Center, they are the renewable ideas that we are actually working on now. So what are the renewable ideas we are looking at is the project owners will invest on the renewable energy project. For example, the solar leasing for saving of the electricity in the commercial and the residential area. On top of it, they will be able to monetize the carbon credits. How does the monetization works? In 1 megawatts of solar on 4 acres of land, they will produce about 1,000 tons of carbon dioxide per year. And with that, there is assumptions of 1 ton of carbon dioxide equals to 16 Malaysia ringgit, and there will be come up to 16,000 per year of the potential monetization for carbon credit. Sounds good? But there are a few hurdles and obstacles that our project owners face here. Among all will be the manual data, which is very difficult to track, their disputable saving allocation, and easy template baseline, whereby there will be lack of technical competency because most of it are done manually. Second, high costs with high upfront project capital investment and high cost to validate and certify the carbon credit. Last but not least, there will be low and limited support and incentive provided by our governments and the relative platform. So how can BESC come in as a solutions for our project owners here? BESC is the private permission blockchain platform for energy data monetization for all our consortium members. We are a consortium and we offer a win-win strategies for all our onboarding members. With that, there are 4 main elements that we'd like to bring forward. First one, project crowdfunding, where we will help to raise funds with public with regulated investment to solve the high cost problem. Second, the energy performance and transaction settlement will be done on our patent pending blockchain solutions. And last but not least, there will be carbon credit monetizations that will be potentially offers for all via our BESC platform. This is our business model where we will be doing the project crowdfunding, energy performance, transaction settlement, and carbon credit monetization for all our consortium members. And the consortium members consist of the project owners, project developers, and our ESCO here. Of course, when we talk about project crowdfunding, we will need about the investment. We also have the elements of open green fund, just like it means, it is exclusivity for BESC members. It is for solar leasing, energy performance contract, and any renewable energy provider. It is a collective investment fund where we will be raised funds from the equity crowdfunding and the initial exchange offering from the security commissions. Of course, as we are the blockchain platform, we definitely have the blockchain features, which is the DAO and DeFi, which we call as decentralized autonomous organizations. It is a committee-based governance where committee member, consortium member, and funding committee will vote and all programmed by smart contract. Last but not least, the decentralized finance technology will allow the decentralized lending and digital asset exchanges. So how do you get started? First, project owner, you can develop the SDK to push the data to the BESC API where we will provide for you in the BESC platform. You may establish the energy baseline, and with that successful data push will be recorded in our BESC platform. Third of all, of course, we will need to have the conversion of the carbon emission saving data to carbon credit equivalent, and all this data will have to be verified and audited by independent authorized third-party carbon assessor. Last but not least, the completion of the carbon-based, cloud-based dashboard to track the energy and carbon data for the e-wallet and saving settlements. So what does BESC portals offers here? There are three module and one marketplace, which I will be bringing everyone through. First of all, there will be a project owner module where it functions as project owner can create project, create contract, do reporting, consortium voting, manage the device, which is the meter, and settle the saving settlements through their e-wallets. And all this can be done after the project owner done proceed and completed our KYC process. ESCO functions similar to the project owners, which I will not run through here. And audit, however, there will be difference with an auditor's function where there will be reporting, consortium voting. They can also view devices and analyze from the data. With lastly, the savings that's available with the saving settlements available from the e-wallet features. The highlights of all will be the carbon credit marketplace. For the carbon credit marketplace here, this is powered by Green Tech Malaysia. And this is going to be the first carbon credit marketplace in Malaysia. It functions as it can be upload carbon credit certification, bidding of carbon credit with green attribution token, transfer of GAT, print certificates, and the last but not least, the e-wallet for top-up for the bidding of the carbon credits. So what are the carbon credit certifications that we are talking about and the monetization that we are talking about? There are three parties that will be involved here. There will be local municipals, marketplace, which is a BESC marketplace, and last but not least, buyer. Green Tech will be the local municipals that will be set the carbon credit pricing and also the carbon credit certifications. The marketplace is where the BESC marketplace, which is the first in Malaysia, will do the listing of certification endorsed by the Green Tech with the multi-signatory accounts. Last but not least, there will be also a source for our buyers to buy carbon credit to offset their current carbon's emission. And they will be able to pay via the bank transfer or any token that's under smart contract. And of course, you have to create the first you have to create the certification tokens accounts, storing the digital certificate in our blockchain decentralized storage. Last but not least, transfer certificate tokens fully or partially and reprint the certificates. So in summary, BESC acts as a platform as a service, and it is a one-stop platform for energy monetizations, capturing three main elements here, which is one, energy saving or energy generations data, and that is under the tracking services. Second, monetizations of carbon credits and REC tracking. Last but not least, they'll be under the hood of the investment, which is the fund settlement services, which is under our Open Green Fund, OGF. So what are the benefits to join us as the BESC member? Of course, as we have mentioned, there are all the possible monetization of carbon credits. and notarize the CR for carbon emission reduction and REC for all the clean energy. Of course, BESC as a solution provider here will also help the project owner to solve the obstacles I've mentioned above, one of which are the high upfront costs, where we will have to fundraise for solar PV energy efficiency project through crowdfunding. We will also have to lower the project owner's IT infrastructure capital expenditure by leveraging on our resources. Last but not least, by joining as the BESC member, you will be able to have the automated measurement and verification of data for sustainable reporting to solve the data manipulation and easily tampered problem. Last but not least, all this is in compliance with ISO, where it's a survivability of energy data. So who are we looking at, and who can be the potential collaboration with BESC? We have mentioned project owners and ESCO in the previous slides. We are also not leaving the EAMS provider, facility service provider, MMB consultant, energy provider, and finance institutions for all. All this, you are our potential partners, and we welcome you to join us. With that, I end my presentation and thank you for your time once again. Should you have any more further questions and doubts, we have our CTO, Mr. Tan, who will be answering your question in the Q&A session. Thank you. Once again, I'll see you soon. Bye.